Hi, this is Cindy
And Lisa Pasquesi.
From Pasquesi Home and Gardens.
And you're listening to the Lake Forest Podcast.
Welcome to the Lake Forest Podcast, the podcast about the lovely city of Lake Forest, featuring topics like local news, sports, music, people, and food. My name is Pete, and I'm joined by co-host Skoo Walker. We both live in Lake Forest. Hey, we got a sponsor for the show, NeuroNoodle. Hey, parents of athletes, your kids get a physical every year, right? We'll include a brain map so you have a baseline to compare it to in case something happens on the field. It takes only 20 minutes to get the data you need to get the peace of mind to know if your athlete should get back on the field. Schedule an appointment now at neuronoodle.com. Okay, one of the things we like to do here at the Lake Forest Podcast is chat about our lovely local businesses. We're joined today by Cindy and Lisa Pasquesi from Pasquesi Home and Gardens. Ladies, thanks for coming on the show today.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Hello.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys aren't related, are you?
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, we had over 600 homes sold in the last year or so. So we got all these new people that are coming in, and they got to, where do I go to get plants and flowers and supplies? Why don't you give a little background on your family's business?
Well, our parents, Ed and Marie Pasquesi, are the founders and started the business in 1975. Actually, the business started as an Ace Hardware in Highland Park, in downtown Highland Park. And our parents were really innovators in what they were doing with just retailing and the hardware industry. Like, for instance, they were the first ones to implement things like houseware. A housewares department is what they used to call it. So basically think of a Williams Sonoma, but in the hardware store. And, so it was a lot of like high end. They had a wedding registry. They would do cooking demos. And it was, in the 70s and 80s, and it was pre big box stores, pre, lots of chains that we know today. And so one thing that they did notice was that there was like a niche that wasn't being fulfilled, and that was in the gardening segment. So in the spring, they would transform their little parking lot into a garden center and have plants and flats and things like that. And then so they said, there's something here. They found the property in Lake Forest on Everett Road, or, Waukegan and Everett. And it was at the old Lake Cook Farm Supply, and it was dirty and dingy, and it was not anything that they thought it would evolve. Yeah, that it would evolve to today. So it was really an evolution to get to this point where we are today. And, we grew and evolved. And as West Lake Forest grew and evolved with homes and building, we had to step up as well and grow and evolve and change. So gone were the days of the feed store. And, now we're a lifestyle center, more or less, with, selling everything from indoor, outdoor plants, decor, giftware, things for your pets. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. And Lisa, myself, and our brother Mike are now running the business, and our
parents have now retired. So
yes.
And obviously, it's so easy running a business, isn't it? Especially a family business. Cindy, I know you guys all wear different hats, but Cindy, you're more HR operations. Lisa, your marketing operations. And your brother, what do you guys all do there?
So I manage and oversee the accounting office. So I'm making sure the vendors are getting paid and deal with insurance and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But then I also, prior to that, I was doing the marketing full time. But now we have someone on staff who executes the marketing plan and I make the plan. So where are we going to spend the money? How are we going to advertise? And then I also manage our social media pages. So our brother, Mike, always knew that he wanted to come into the business. So he graduated college, and from college, he entered the business. At that time, we had a store in Barrington. So he started there from the ground up and just learned the business under my dad and worked different departments. He's just developed and evolved. And now he's the president and he's managing all the operations.
Is Mike a good brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
The key to family business is obviously getting along. And our parents early on, obviously, always being around a family business, and our parents, the business was always there. They always stress the importance of family, but separating the two, making a clear distinction that when we come home, that we're not talking shop over the dinner table. That was really important, and just growing up with that, and it's always stuck. And so that I think that, and don't come into the business unless you want to work the business. So they didn't, it wasn't an expectation that we all follow in their footsteps. So.
Well, it was so easy for your mom and dad, I'm sure. They just snap of the fingers, and then, how'd you get to be an overnight success? It took, 40 years.
Our mom was a nurse at Highland Park Hospital. And then my dad was,
carpenter.
He immigrated here in the late 50s from Italy. And when they moved to Highland Park is where they were settled. He was a butcher at A&P, and then followed that by being a carpenter, but really always had a desire to have, he had a real entrepreneurial spirit, and always knew he wanted to be his own boss and have his own business. So
America.
Yeah, right. The American dream, it really truly is.
Okay.
Is Barrington still open, or is it just like Bluff now?
We closed Barrington in 2018. We had been out there for, I think, 30 years. Mm-hmm. And so now it's Lake Bluff. We wanted to focus more of our efforts here. Felt there was more potential to grow it here. So.
Well, we really miss you here in Lake Forest.
Wait, they are in Lake Forest, though, aren't they? Don't they have a little?
We are just over the border.
I thought I saw a little pop up, though.
Our pop-up shop.
Train station.
I can't buy it and sell it for you.
Yeah, no longer there.
Yeah.
So.
But it was there, right? I did see.
It was there. Yep.
Okay. All right.
And that was, we knew that would just be a temporary.
Yeah, that's what it's a pop up, and it's a pop down.
A pop up, and it was fun, and it was a good thing for us. But
I think the year of COVID we left.
Yeah, right before COVID
right
is when we
COVID,
left.
yeah.
So it was good timing.
Yeah.
But resources in terms of people are hard to come by, especially now, and that's really my focus. Recruiting, hiring, development, and we really believe our business, we've always said our business is about people and products, and having the right people and obviously the right products, and both combined together create great experiences for the customer. And even, now more than ever, it's really about finding good people and keeping them, just making our customers, but also making our employees happy, keeping them engaged, keeping them happy and productive here. So, it's hard to run multiple sites and run them well. So
Yeah.
we really felt like consolidating was the right thing to do.
Well, we love the store, and I spend too much time there. But more importantly, towards the holidays, my dog Cooper loves coming in there for presents.
Yeah. Well, we are not full-fledged Christmas, but we're pretty much there. Christmas is up and going full force, and so it's Christmas right beside your Halloween stuff here at Pasquesi's. But
he knows exactly when we pull in the drive there. And goes absolutely nuts.
Yeah, we love having dogs in the store, and they're always
Bring him in
welcome.
costume at the end of the month.
Oh, yeah.
For Halloween, he can get a big treat bag.
Interesting.
Definitely have to do
His
that.
good, he'll get a goodie bag for Halloween.
Notepad. Okay, here's the background. Skoo's been around for like ever, 57 years. You know, I've been here like 3, and I take a lot of notes, and because there's a lot of people moving in and out. I'm one of the ones that are moving in. Skoo's been around for a long time. If you just moved in, walk us through, paint us a picture walking through Pasquesi's. What do you see there? What do you have? I just moved in. I just bought my house, and I need blank. Fill in the blank.
Everything.
We like to call ourselves like, a lifestyle center, because we have just about everything for your home from inside to out. Right when you walk in, we have a little gourmet food section. We have home decor. We have things to, decorate the home, but then we also have things, personal products like soaps and lotions and candles that you can gift. Now that we're open and we can go see friends, that people are going crazy with hostess gifts and going to people's homes for dinner again and doing these kind of things. So people are coming. We are really known for that, gifting, and we do we gift wrap everything and custom gift box everything that leaves the store for customers.
Indoor plants.
Indoor
We
plants.
have a large selection of indoor plants. It's pretty tough to find indoor plants, a large selection. So we feel like we offer a large selection of indoor plants, and then of course outdoor. People are surprised when they see the pet department and the bird department, but those are like staples.
You did say pet.
Yes.
Well, you are a garden center too, so.
Yeah. Home and garden.
Home and garden. Yep. So we do.
You didn't say pot.
No, I didn't say pot.
All right.
PET. Pet.
We'll
But they
edit
have
that out in
pots
post.
too, Pete. They have pots too.
But we do have pots.
Yeah, we have pots.
Pots.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Get all your pot supplies here.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
As
You can
in
use
a
that.
container. Yes. Yes.
You're going to get all those Birkenstock kids in there.
Yeah. And tie-dyed. Yeah. And tie-dyes. Yeah. Not any of that. We're not into that now.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. That hasn't made its way to Lake Forest.
Now, Skoo, what do you remember about the early days? Is this part of like the left bank or no? Different people, different. Okay, same last name.
Same last name. There's a lot of us in town. We virtually are all related in some way or another. And our dad came from, like I said earlier, he did come to and settled in Highland Park first before making his way to Lake Forest, but from Italy, from a very, very small village called Cadagnolo. So a lot of my dad's village and the surrounding village of Pieve Pelago all immigrated to the States at the same time. So a lot of Pasquesis just came
over at the same time.
Yeah, came over in subsequent, subsequent years.
Settled in like Highwood and Highland Park.
Got it. Okay.
We're all related in some way or another. Yes.
Well, aren't we all? Skoo, what do you remember about the early days?
Oh, I love the shop in Lake Forest was unique. It was awesome. Again, spent a lot of time there, for our yard, Christmas stuff, Halloween stuff. Sad to see them go, but I think that's just a normal thing with Lake Forest. Now everyone's leaving.
Evolution.
Yep.
You're going to get Joanna Rolick on our case. Will you cut it out?
It's not her fault.
You
Other
know,
people.
it's just about change and evolution and just keeping up with.
Well, and we needed land.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing.
We were only on an acre there.
That's right.
And it was
tiny.
We just outgrew that space.
Yeah,
so
we
needed land.
Where was it?
It was at the corner of Everett Road and Waukegan. We rented that building, and it was an eyesore for a long time.
Right.
It got knocked down recently. I don't know.
Now it's even more of an eyesore.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that.
Well, I'm sure there's no zoning issues or anything like that.
Not at all. Yeah.
We'll edit that out in post.
And the gas station used to be right next door, which is now gone too. Yeah.
It was always interesting getting in there and parking if it was a crowded day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was, it got to be dangerous, really.
Yeah.
So you'd have backups and traffic created on Waukegan Road. So, yeah, we really needed the space, we needed the parking, and we needed a more enjoyable, much more ambiance, different environment.
You need space. So how long ago did you guys move? Like when was this?
We moved in here in 2006.
2 years to build. So we
This one.
So we acquired the land in 2003 or 4 and then started the process.
Well, I've never been in your establishment, but my credit card has. The wife's a big fan. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Big, yeah.
So
now I get the what do you call it? It's a lifestyle center. That sounds about right.
Garden center, lifestyle
destination,
yeah. You name it. All of those.
You can take your dog there, Pete.
Yeah.
Cross the border.
I can't believe you've never been in.
Yeah.
Is that amazing?
Terrible.
You've been here for 3 years.
I'm a city kid.
That's the first stop in Lake Forest. You go to Pasquesi's.
Terrible.
You grow up in apartments your whole life. You don't fix anything. You don't plant anything. You just hope you don't get mugged. You know.
Yeah.
Well, Pete, go get your Christmas tree there this year.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me about Christmas. What do you got? You got a lot there, or I
We
can't
have
do the
a lot.
artificials?
It's a little tiny lot they have, Pete.
We've got trees that will be, probably like mid-November. Okay.
All right.
November 11th. Trees
No,
start coming in.
later than that.
okay.
Like the 16th, somewhere around there. They hang in the greenhouse, so you can get a 360-degree view. They're hung from the ceiling in the greenhouse. And we'll cut down which one you want. We'll put it on the roof of your car. You can drive away with it.
Lop off the bottom for you.
Yeah,
Pete.
give a fresh cut, so the tree can take up the water.
From what I know, because I'm an artificial tree guy, and then I got married.
Oh, we have artificial trees too.
Is there like an irregular cut, not like a Charlie Brown tree, but do you have any of those irregular trees?
No.
Anybody know what I'm talking about? No?
No.
Okay.
No.
They're all regular? Okay.
All of our trees are grade A and
they're Fraser fir. We only carry the Fraser fir.
Fraser fir.
sell the highest grade trees.
Do you guys see, with all the craziness going on, do you see any problems with getting them in this year?
It's been challenging for the past few years. It's even more challenging.
Yeah.
Is it because of Michigan, or what's it's not the container ships, obviously, but what's the problem with getting the trees?
Well, first of all, it takes 10 years to grow a Christmas tree that's ready to be cut and sold. So
when the recession happened back in what?
2008,
2008, they stopped growing a lot of trees.
And
so then there's a shortage now.
So a lot of these guys went out of business. and a lot of the small guys consolidated
Oh, wow.
or went out of business. So you really don't have, you have half as many vendors now that are, in this business, and it's just getting more competitive, and you need a lot of land to grow Christmas trees commercially. We're very lucky. We have outstanding relationships with many vendors across the U.S., Michigan, and the Carolinas, primarily for our Christmas trees. Our reputation expands to all these states. And
If you see a real big guy with a Irish Wolfhound, that's me. I'll be in the ding and dent section.
oh, okay. That's fine.
Stay away from the glassware.
Yeah, we'll have something.
Walk sideways. Ladies, what's the best way for new people like myself to learn more about you? Send them to the website. Is it Pasquesi.com? Can you spell that?
Yes, you can go on our website. It's Pasquesi.com, Pasquesi.com. You can visit us at 975 North Shore Drive in Lake Bluff. We launched an e-commerce site in COVID, so you can order your dog food or whatever, your soil. If you need soil, you can order. You can't order everything online, but you can order. We're trying to add new things all the time. You can order it online and drive around and pick up. So if you don't want to come into the store, you can do that.
And if you're old school, you want to call, is it 847-615-2700?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
Got it.
We're
Okay.
open every day, 8 to 6.
Except for major holidays. Sundays, we're open 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else can we do to send people your way, Cindy and Lisa?
Bring your dog in costume, I'm telling you. October 28th to October 31st. And they will get a treat bag full of goodies.
Start your Christmas shopping now.
Yeah, and start your Christmas shopping now.
While supplies last.
Well,
Yes,
and that
if you
is
see
the
it,
truth.
buy it.
Yeah.
Not just with us, but everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Christmas shop in Pasquesi's is going up. It's up currently. It's continuing to be added to. We have themed trees that are up. They're beautifully decorated, ornaments and giftware and serving platters and things to entertain. So, things will be in short supply, but we have it now. Shop early and think of your gifts now.
Or it's going to be a rough holiday season.
Yeah.
Plan ahead.
It is.
Hey, I wanted to also let you know that, like I said, I've been there, go there a lot, and your employees are absolutely phenomenal. They're gracious, they're welcoming, they're helpful, and I see a lot of them for years and years. So that obviously you guys are doing something good by retaining them, but it just makes the store better when you go in there.
Well, thank you. One of our things during COVID that we really learned was how resilient and loyal our employees are. We couldn't have gotten through that time without them.
We were fortunate to qualify as an essential business, so we remained open through the shutdown. So we were one of the lucky ones. People were at home. People had never gardened before. People had never been here before were coming to Pasquesi's. And they were coming to get a sense of normalcy,
Right.
to feel welcome when they came in, where other stores were turning them away and making them feel unwelcome. We remained tried and true to what we believe in, and that's our customer and servicing them and making sure that whenever they cross our threshold, that it is a wonderful shopping experience and that it's like that every single time they shop. Our employees are loyal, they're wonderful, and it's not that common that you see in retail, that you see a staff that's been with you for years upon years. So we have low turnover, and you know, that's nice for the customer, like you said, because you see faces that you've seen for many years and people who know you and you know them.
Right. Well, I think it's key also, even seeing some of your employees around town, when you just kind of see a face, you just say,
Right.
oh, they work at Pasquesi. I mean,
Right,
I do that a lot
yeah.
when we see it. So that's a
Yeah.
great testament to you guys.
So thank you. Thank you. It's,
And your parents, man, that's, you know, part of the small business thing. It's, you know, you don't grow without the employees, and you guys, you know, second generation, first generation, you know, you guys get it. Cindy and Lisa Pasquesi, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Lake Forest Podcast. Please give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and smash that like button on Facebook, Instagram, and follow us on Twitter. Let us know what you'd like to hear about in the upcoming shows. And again, I'm Pete and can be reached at pete@lakeforestpodcast.com. The link will be in the podcast notes. On behalf of my co-host, Skoo Walker, we thank you for listening, and especially our Patreon supporters, Church of the Holy Spirit and Reverend Luke Back, and Matt A. Cue the band.